Just 2 years ago in 2014 in April.
Wow.
Yeah. I believed it was the end of the world. I thought people were watching me. I could hear cameras in my house. I thought they were all coming to try and kill me. I knew I was going crazy though. My name's Luyando and I am 27 years old and I'm living with bipolar. Before knowing I had bipolar, I just thought I was, I don't know. I was more depressive that time, that period in my life before being diagnosed. And it's just sort of intensified with a lot of things that happened in my life at that point, until it accumulated to having a manic episode and then being hospitalized. I remember that being a point of conflict between me and my mum because, you know, I've always been very academic and suddenly I just didn't care. I felt very demotivated. Everything suffered, like punctuality, everything. And my mum just thought, oh, maybe she's into boys now or something. So it was just like, I just felt like a failure. Like, yeah, I kind of did. I felt like a failure, but I just didn't want to confront that. I didn't really feel behind until college because it was then I had repeated subjects and then people had gone into uni and there's only one university that gave me an unconditional offer and that's just how I got in.
Yeah. Okay, so talk us through the day that you were sectioned. What was the order of events like? How did it get there? In the shortest way you can.
In the shortest way I can.
In the most detailed way you can.
Oh, okay. So, leading up to me being sectioned, I started sleeping all day. Literally, I'd sleep until 6 p.m. in the day, wake up, stay up until 6 a.m. and then sleep again till 6 p.m. Like, I did this for maybe a week. That's just not normal. And I kind of did it more because I just didn't want to speak to everyone. So when I woke up, everyone's sort of getting ready for bed.
Yeah,
so it was my way of, out of everyone's way, avoiding everyone. And then one night, when, one night I just didn't sleep at all. I just didn't. And I didn't feel tired. And I just felt energized. I just felt a lot of energy and I thought, this is good. Like, I don't feel like sleeping all day anymore, you know? And that was a problem for a while. Like, my mum and dad and stuff would, you know, constantly arguing about it. So I thought, oh my god, this is good. Like, I don't feel like sleeping anymore. I felt good. Just kept going and just kept feeling more and more elated, and that came with paranoia as well.
Yeah.
And I kept on. I wasn't hearing voices, but I had ideas in my mind. 100,000 thoughts were going through my mind, and I just felt I was going really fast. And I had to write things down to calm down. I was writing on Facebook.
Amy people Gloria.
Right.
You just wouldn't stop.
1,000 thoughts were going through my mind, and I just felt I was going really fast. And I had to write things down to calm down. I was writing on Facebook, you know, and everyone was ringing my house to like ask my parents what was going on. And my parents would come to my room and be like, what's happening, what are you writing? And you know, I was just like, you know, I was just so enthusiastic. And
can you, if you don't mind, can you, if you can remember, how long ago was it?
It was just 2 years ago in 2014 in April.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you can remember the kind of statuses that you were putting up and like detail what you were saying.
I believed it was the end of the world. And I wrote, I thought people were watching me. I could hear cameras in my house. and I believed like I was gonna meet like Mark Zuckerberg and all this stuff, like all these important people in the world were like, you know, watching me all my life or something, and this was the end.
What was Mark Zuckerberg gonna do for you?
I don't know, like I just felt like I was someone important to them. I don't know why. I thought they were all coming to try and kill me. I was speaking to God, and like he was protecting me from a lot of things, and all these leaders in the world were all a part of his plan as well. So it was a mix of stuff. It was confusing because one minute I thought I was being initiated into this elite group of people, and then the other side I felt they were coming to like kill me. Yeah. So I was writing stuff like that about fake friends and all this stuff, and I could read people's minds, and yeah, it's a lot of religious highs.
Is that what you call the highs, like the elation?
Yeah, the elation, the grandiose beliefs that I'm this important person, I'm Miss Universe. You know, not as in not as in the pageant. I was speaking in metaphors. So Miss Universe to me was as in the queen of the universe, and metaphorically things, a lot of metaphors is how I was communicating at the time.
Yeah.
I would make connections with words and everything, like news, Boko Haram and stuff. I was talking about them. When I was sexually assaulted, the guy had like rabbit tattoos on, so I made the connection with like Boko Haram. I don't know why, and I kept talking about that, and I just kept talking about his name. I kept saying his name. I wrote his name on the wall in my sister's room. And then I knew I was going crazy though, in a way, because this is what I said. I said I'm gonna start a new channel, not a channel, like a website called Luyando is Mad, and it means making a difference.
So please don't.
Sorry. No, so it's like it's almost like it was self-fulfilling prophecy, because I was like writing all these things, and then the more I did it, I was confirming how I was feeling in my state. Yeah.
Have you been dealt with?
No, not sufficiently. I would have at the time, and not in the way that I thought it would. I felt anyway.
I'm so sorry, but
yeah,
like I'm gonna have to dig deeper if you don't mind.
That's okay.
So do you think about it every day?
Ever since what happened to me, being sectioned, it's like, I wouldn't say it's wiped out. From that first time, that was the first time I kind of put closure on that situation. Now I'd see myself becoming well and end up in a hospital where I'm seeing all kinds of people in there. It was now to focus on my well-being now, and yeah, they played a big role in keeping me up. You say, if I could say that, you know, like just being able to have humour. And I think going into therapy was hard because I could say things and laugh about things with my friends, but when I spoke to the therapist, that's not funny. It's not. You know? And
they're really good at just keeping it.
Yes. Yeah. So it was like, it hit home, like this is serious. And I didn't want to feel like it was. That was my way of dealing with it, I guess. I don't want to sound preachy, but yeah, significantly.
Preach on, bro.
Preach on. I just have to say, like, if my family were not religious or spiritual, I don't think they would have managed to deal with what happened the way they did so well. They had hope, you know, they didn't want to listen to what the doctors would tell them. One of the doctors told them, she's not going to come out of this. She's going to be like this.
Wow.
My dad was like, I know my daughter. She's not this person. She's a very reserved person. She doesn't even, I don't swear. I don't do all that. It was like,
yeah.
My parents just relied on that and believed, this is happening for a reason. Having scripture and stuff, I was still reading the Bible while I was there in hospital as well, and other patients had Bibles too.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know if it's just really strange, but a lot of people that have these psychotic episodes have religious experiences. There's always God somewhere involved, and it just cemented my belief that there is a God. There is a real God. Prayer changes things. The word, just reading not even just the Bible, like reading positive words and everything really changes things for you, honestly. Definitely, especially the Bible, but my Christian faith was the reservoir that I had. When that happened to me, I had something to draw from to help me up. That was just a reservoir for me, and I don't want to force everyone to do this, but I just feel like if you have that before what you've been through, everything that you know is what you're gonna use.
Yeah.
My mum was the first person at the earliest time to say, we need to call the hospital. She's not well. My dad was like, no, she's okay, because at times I was coherent. I was, you could conversate with me, and I wasn't like totally spaced out. I looked excited. I looked excited. So my mum called the hospital, and they were like, oh, what's she doing, whatever. She needs sleep. We'll give her some sleeping tablets, so come and collect them, and so treat me at home. And then I was like, they're trying to poison me. My mum is trying to poison me. I think I drank it, and I don't think it worked. And my parents remember me being downstairs talking, just talking and talking and talking, and they sat and watched me, and it got to like 2 a.m. They went to bed, and I was still downstairs talking.
To
the world. Basically, I still believed I was being watched.
Did you feel powerful?
I felt powerful. I felt important. I felt in charge. Does that make sense? Chemical changes in your brain are similar to when someone's on a high, on drugs. And I was like, wow, seriously, I understand it. Because I just felt so free and just... I kept saying, I used to have social anxiety, I don't have it anymore. I was afraid of nothing at the same time. Yeah, it was just a lot of fearlessness that happened.
I was about to ask you that, because the fact that you felt good feeling, fearless and all of that, is that because it was just the total opposite of who you were when you weren't?
It was total flip over. Total 180. We have a nickname for who I was when I was in that state. My parents call me Martha. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I just had no fear of anything, of anyone.
Moving on now, where you are now.
Yeah.
How do you think it's affected your friendships and relationships with people? How you talk to people? I mean, you're not always having an episode, but do you have second thoughts about, I hope this doesn't? Do you know what I'm saying? How are you dealing with it now?
A lot of it earlier on, when I was recovering and everything, I did worry that a lot. What if I go back? What if I go back? What if I go back? And my doctors and constant support helped reassure me that I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. And at the same time, I never saw myself as sick. I just saw myself as someone who dealt with a lot of things, and that was just a reaction to a lot of it. And it's only now that sometimes I think I think I have second thoughts, and I think, oh, why am I feeling happy right now? Am I being manic? Like I felt really down all day, and all of a sudden I'm just feeling good. Like, why is that? And I'm on medication at the moment, and I'm always going back and thinking, no, I want to come off my meds. I don't want to be on medication. And there's times I feel I don't need it, and which is how I feel at the moment. And I've got another meds review that's going to be discussed with my doctor. It's just really hard to know if this is something I have for the rest of my life. That's difficult. So I have to think, like, why don't I want to take my medicine? Is it because I feel ashamed? Do I genuinely feel I'm fine without it? But, you know, if, like, for instance, someone has diabetes, do you tell them don't take your insulin? Don't do that. Exactly. So I shouldn't be ashamed of how of needing it. Like, what else is going to balance the chemistry in my brain, like, instantly anyway? I'm sure there's alternative things. I just need to learn other things. I do want to work on coming off my medication, because I just don't like it. I don't like the idea I'm on it. And I don't know why. I just don't. But I guess who would? Like, if you feel completely fine, like, why do you need it?
I guess it could be a combination of societal perspectives on having a mental
health and actually needing medicine for that. It just makes you seem like you're a bit off.
Yeah, they kind of villainized people, but at the same time, you knew who you were before, and it's like, you don't want to be this person.
That's exactly why I started my channel. I want to show people that you're greater than your illness. That's not what defines you. You decide. Do you know what? I feel so, ever since I've shared my story and even opened up about it, a lot of people, I feel, have just sort of sighed relief. Like, someone like me, you know, gets it, and they feel they can now open up and say, I struggle too, you know? I haven't had anyone really treat me differently. It's intrigued people more. It's made people, feel like they can say, I'm having a hard time as well.
Okay, so you made a point about people feeling relieved, like a sigh of relief when they hear your story. It seems like, and I'm doing it again, but I just hate playing a race card, but it's the world we live in. And let's not ignore it. But it just seems like the black community is moving from, oh, my parents won't understand, to thank you so much. Because there was a time where if you did what you did right now, you would get laughed at. People will be angry, especially religious folk, will be really angry and not understanding that people do have mental illness, and they'll just say it's the devil. I believe that the devil does work. He does work. But he will.
And he had part to play with that.
Yeah,
of course.
Of course. But there's a way to approach it. I think we need to use wisdom in terms of the way we approach it. So I feel like, in a sense, you coming in front of this camera is progress. Like, do you understand how powerful that is? Even though it's all about you right now. But it's about so many more people that are just like you. So thank you very much.
Thank you. don't be afraid to tell anyone how you feel. God responds to faith, you know. He responds 100%. And I love how Jesus says, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed. So with just everything, with your struggles, with your doubts, if you just have a little bit of hope for yourself, that will carry you so far.
Yeah.